Well, with all this time on our hands now, with so many of us being home, working from home because of the coronavirus, I thought it might be a good time to get to some of the tag videos that I was tagged in way back in October, November, and never got a chance to do. So here is the first of those. Hi YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about luxury living on a budget, from high-end luxury handbags to the everyday luxuries of life. If that sounds interesting to you, please make sure you subscribe, click the bell notification icon to be notified when I post new videos, and be sure to like the videos that you enjoy. I want to start again by saying I hope everyone is doing well throughout this coronavirus crisis. I just want to put out a reminder, since I have this little platform, that if you can stay home, you should stay home. I went out last week on a very specific purpose, looking for toilet paper. Went to a couple of stores to do that, didn't find any. We're still okay on that, but I'm trying to get ahead of the curve here and hoping that that calms down soon and everybody can get it again. But while I was out, I saw people, and not just one, but like many people, out with their entire families, like mothers with their children and their own mothers. I don't get it. I don't know if people just aren't taking it seriously, but if you have kids that are old enough to stay home and you need to go out and do some shopping, they need to stay home. And the older people need to stay home too, because they're in the higher risk group. You're not just endangering your own lives, you are endangering the lives of people around you and people you don't even know. I saw this one family that there were like 3 kids and they were in the store touching all kinds of things, and they're just out and about like it's a normal day. It's not a normal day. That shouldn't be happening. If somebody needs to go shopping, limit that as much as possible and send one person out if you can. If you have people that are old enough to stay home and babysit, leave those people home, please. It's baffling. And the longer people stay out and spread this thing, potentially, the longer we'll be going through this. Okay, rant over. Sorry about that, but I felt like it was really important to say. 2 more things before we get to the tag, and I'll make these quicker. One, I have seen that a lot of animal shelters need people to foster animals. So if you're in a position to do that, or you've been thinking about getting a dog or a cat or even another animal, this is a great time to do that if you are someone who is staying home right now. So if that's interesting to you, please check with your local animal shelters and see if you can help out that way. A lot of them also need donations of dog food, cat food, litter. I know they always need things like towels. So if you're able to donate while you're out anyway and you can drop it off somewhere, minimal contact, they'd really appreciate that, I'm sure. Third thing before we get to this tag, sorry the intro is so long, Teddy Blake handbag company in Italy, they contacted me and they want to send me another handbag. I wanted to get your opinion on what handbag you think that they should send me. I have it narrowed down to 2 bags that I really like and would be interested in reviewing on my channel. They are this Bella bag, which is a little tote, kind of a businessy tote, and each side has a zippered compartment on it and then it's just open in the middle. Or this K bag, which is similar to a Kelly bag. I thought that's pretty. I'll link their website below. Go ahead and check out their bags and let me know if you like one of these better, or if there's another bag you'd like to see, because I'm still undecided and I wanted to get your input before I make a decision there. All right, let's get to this tag finally. This is the Bag That Best Represents Me tag. This was started by Chic Professor, and I was tagged by Chic Professor and Jill Maurer. And I think because these tags are so old now, I probably won't tag anyone in them. The people I would tag have probably already done them, so I'm just gonna present the information. If you want to do these tags, you are certainly welcome to, though. And of course, in the comment section, you don't have to make a video, just let us know in the comment section below what bag best represents you and why. So the premise of the tag is to pick a handbag that's in your current collection that you think best represents you, and then to explain why. I chose a bag from Louis Vuitton, the Mahina in the XS size. This is it right here, of course. And I have it in this dark silver color. And I have a list of reasons about why this bag best represents me more than any other bag in my collection. First of all, the bag is kind of fancy. It's Louis Vuitton, it's shiny metallic, but it's also very casual. And that's like me. I'm a very casual person. I certainly dress very casual, not too casual. Like I don't wear my pajamas out in public like some people do, but I wear jeans and a top most days. But I'm also fancy because I'm into the fancy handbags. This bag and myself are also easygoing and fussy at the same time. So being that this is a pretty casual bag and it's pretty easygoing, it's easy to wear. It also is a little bit fussy though because of this clasp right here. It's a little bit of a hassle to get into, and that's really the only thing about it that makes it fussy, I think. Everything else is pretty laid back, easygoing. I'm very easygoing, very calm personality, but I can definitely be fussy too. I like a lot of things done my way or done certain ways, as people who know me very well would certainly attest. Like this bag, I'm also open and yet closed off. When I've carried this bag, I tend to carry it unzipped so that it's easily accessible, but then it has that strap and I usually leave that open too. So that really prevents other people from getting into it unless I want them to. I'm similar in that way. In real life, I'm very much an introvert. I'm pretty quiet, but I also have this YouTube channel where I'm a social butterfly, which is not like me at all. But for most things, I'm pretty much an open book here on YouTube. Not so much in real life, except with certain people. This bag, like me, even though it's kind of fancy, is also understated. So even though it's Louis Vuitton, you can't really tell that unless you're up close looking at it. It's pretty understated. It's also not a current or a trendy style, and that's like me. I don't follow the trends. My sense of fashion is just pretty laid back, casual. I don't care if I am wearing a style that's out of fashion. I just wear what I like. And a lot of people don't like this bag because they feel like it looks out of date. It doesn't to me. I love it. And I don't care what other people think. Okay, the next thing that I wrote down in my notes, and I wrote these back in November, it doesn't make sense to me anymore, but I'll read it to you anyway. It says, the interior doesn't quite go with the exterior. The interior of this bag is a black micro suede. I'm not sure why that doesn't go with the exterior, why I thought that at the time, but I wrote down that, as far as me anyway, people may make assumptions based on the exterior look or behavior, but might be surprised when they get to know me. And that goes both with social media and with real life. Because I'm so quiet in real life, a lot of people don't get to know me and people make assumptions based on that and then are often surprised when they do get to know me, who I really am. And then on social media, because I make videos about luxury handbags, a lot of people make assumptions about you based on that. But then when you watch my channel, you see that I'm not the type of person that a lot of people stereotype luxury YouTubers to be. The next thing I wrote is that this bag and I are both structured and yet lazy. And I think that's true. This has a structuredness to it. It looks like it's very relaxed. Maybe I should say relaxed instead of lazy, although lazy certainly works sometimes. So this looks like a very relaxed look, but this is all actually structured. It's all sewn that way, so you can't change it. For me, I do tend to have a structured schedule, and I like things done in certain ways, but then when I have free time, like this past week, we've been on spring break, and we've also been stuck at home because of coronavirus, I've been very lazy. I always have big plans for when I'm on winter break or spring break or summer break, and sometimes I do many of them, but I spend a lot of time doing nothing much at all. This past few days in particular, I've found it very difficult to be motivated. Some of that has to do with the coronavirus stuff. I've really been disheartened that not more is being done to stop it, that more people aren't staying home, that the country's not on lockdown, things like that. I feel like it's just prolonging the virus being spread. It's prolonging people being out of work, businesses and individuals suffering because of it. Anyway, two more things written about this tag. Luxury on a budget. So this was a budget-friendly purchase. When this was purchased brand new, it was several $1,000s. I want to say around the $3,000 range. But I purchased it for under $1,000. So luxury on a budget bag, luxury on a budget YouTuber person. And the last thing I wrote is that we are both pre-loved. And what I mean by that is that the bag is pre-loved, of course, and the bag, because of that, has a past. It has a story, and so do I, and so do you, of course. And I think that's one of the interesting things about pre-loved bags. Even though we don't know the stories on most of them, they do have them. I wonder what this bag's story was. Oh, and I wanted to mention, I found some shoes recently from Amazon. They're actually by Sam Edelman. I want to show you them to you in case you are looking for a pair of silver flats, like a dark silver gunmetal flats. They're Circus by Sam Edelman, and look at that color match. It's almost perfect. They're really cute little ballet flats, and they were pretty inexpensive. I will link those below. I also, since I'm showing you shoes, purchased these gray leopard. I've been really into gray leopard for the last few months. Probably should get into something else since we're going into spring here, but I'm kind of stuck on it. So anyway, those don't quite go with the bag, but they're really cute. I love a good pointed toe flat. And those are some no-name brand. I don't know, I can't read it, but I'll link it below. And these I sized up a half size. The Sam Edelman shoes I did not. So what bag in your collection best represents you? Let us know in the comment section below, or if you want to do a video, go ahead and film that and tag yourself. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I apologize for those of you who don't want to hear about the coronavirus and my little rant there. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day safely indoors. Bye.